The people of Kete, in the Karachi West District of the Volta region, warning individuals and groups who are against the creation of the Oti region to either act in a peaceful manner by desisting from passing negative comment about its creation or face their wrath. According to the Chief of Kete, Major Retired Abu Safiano Baba, the creation of regions is purely for administrative purposes and has nothing to do with traditional boundaries. He says comments by some chiefs that the creation will reduce the traditional dominion of the chiefs is laughable. He has been speaking at a press conference to reiterate their commitment to fully supporting the creation of the Oti region.
We are using the opportunity to advise certain individuals and groups who do not hail from the Oti enclave but are bent on thwarting this noble project to give peace a chance. The people of Kete are largely Muslims who have coexisted with people of Kantankofri and Karachi Kurum for centuries since the slave trade and then nation formation in the northern Volta Basin. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, on our concern, it will be recalled that quite recently some of our compatriots from the southern part of the Volta region have amplified their voices in kicking against the creation of the proposed Oti region. Their posture comes to us as very sad and unfortunate, especially because they are in no way affected by the creation of the Oti region. Neither have they called for it. We initially decided not to respond to their opposition because we thought it wasn't necessary until some of their paramount chiefs waded into this fray. We therefore felt compelled to come out and let the people of Ghana appreciate our real motive and also to use this opportunity to reiterate our unwavering commitment to the Oti project.
That's the chief there. Well, joining me in studio for a quick discussion is the spokesperson for the chief of Kete, Adams Abubakar. He'll be sharing more of their concerns with us. Mr. Abubakar, you're with a group that wants the Oti, you're welcome by the way. You're with a group that wants the Oti region to be created. There are a couple of people who do not agree with it. But it looks as if from what the president has said, from what officials of government have said over and over again, that the referendum is going to go on. What has necessitated this press conference?
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. First of all, let me say a good afternoon to yourself and the viewers. This afternoon, we were heard loud and clear about our unwavering commitment towards the creation of the Oti region. For us, people within the Oti enclave, for that matter, Kete in particular, we think that it's been long overdue and that a lot of people in the fight for this Oti region have made several calls for the region, whilst other people in the southern counterpart continue to thwart our efforts. And this particular press conference is necessitated because we wanted to reiterate our commitment and then to talk to our people to know that we are in support of the region and that on the 27th of December they should go out there and vote massively for us to get the required constitutional percentage.
Did your people, were your people wavering in their support for that decision to go for a breakaway? Were they not sure at a point that this is what they wanted, which is why you had to organize a press conference like this to reassure them and to let them know that you're still on course?
Well, for the purpose of the discussion, let me make a point that yes, they have always been sure that they want the Oti region, but the point is we've realized that other powerful people from the southern part of the world continue to try to thwart our effort, and this is like a policy. When I say politics, I mean politics in quotes. I mean voting yes or no, and some group of people think that it shouldn't come up. For that matter, they continue to make some ugly noises about those things.
Okay.
And so for us, we want to assure our people that regardless of the problem, regardless of people who are opposing the creation, we are still for it.
You are still for
and
it.
that nobody nobody elsewhere or whatsoever, the person's voice might be bigger, but should speak, and that will make them, fear or something. So that is why we are.
What do you make of those who say that it doesn't make any sense to allow only a few or only those people who want to break away to vote?
Now, if you really listen to the chief, Major Alhaji Abu Safian Baba, he mentioned that presidents has it that even in the whole world, people who are calling for it, they get it. But even in Transvolta Togoland, when Transvolta Togoland was going to be carved out from then Togo to the plebiscite in the 1960s, it's only those people who are affected who voted. And it's also very important that we make the point that even before the Transvolta Togoland, the Oti enclave was part of Krachi, not the Oti in general, part of Krachi, were part of the Northern Territories. But they wanted to join the Transvolta Togoland. And they were the only people who voted in that referendum. Then again, we come to this point where we want to break away from Togo and then join Ghana. Those people affected voted. So why
does it personally, and I get the explanation you're giving, but does it personally make sense to you that, because people have said that if you want me to vote, why do you want me to vote? You want us to vote because you want us to take a decision. But the people who are calling for the breakaway are the only ones who are voting for. Then obviously you're going to break away. So don't waste the taxpayers' money to go through a referendum when you can as well just say these are the people who want to break away.
Well, it's laughable. It means that in this case the constitution is faulty. They should, if you have a problem with all of these things, you can go to court. We have the appropriate way of redressing these issues. And so I don't think, and those who think that we shouldn't get that, you can come in there and campaign. It's a yes or no vote. Okay. So you've not been stopped from coming into campaign. You can come and campaign for no if you think you win. Okay. And so it's a matter of choice.
Mr. Abubakar, let me give you a very final word. 27th of December.
Yeah.
This is happening. What are your final words, and what do you want to tell the people, the constituents, the people who live in this area?
I'm very happy for this opportunity. I think that once again we are calling our people, even though I think it's going to go on a Thursday, 27th of December, which is not quite good for us because of working day and other things, because the constitution makes provision for 50%, I think, turnout, and then 80% yes vote. Okay. And so for the fact that it's a working day, we might have people who go to work and all of that. But I think it won't take you more than 10 to 20 minutes to vote, to go cast your vote.
So as
we are calling on people to...
Do you know if everything is set?
Oh yeah, the Electoral Commission is on course. Okay. I think that I think last 2 weeks or so, they were in there to do the exhibition of the voters register for people to go and check in their names. And I think that we trust the Electoral Commission to go to do a good job. Yeah. Okay.
So you're calling on all the people to go out?
Yeah, to go out and vote yes. And vote yes for the Oti Region.
Mr. Abubakar, thank you very much for coming. Abubakar here is the spokesperson for the Chief of Kete, correct? Yeah. Chief of Kete in the Kete Krachi district. Now they want the breakaway from the region. They want to break away from the region to create the Oti region, and he's saying he's basically here, and they've organized a press conference today basically because they said people are putting out wrong information, and they needed to correct and let people know that they still are for the creation of Oti, even though some people did not want it. They say those who are calling for it are for it, and they're calling on all their constituents to go out and vote on 27th of December. Thank you very much for coming, sir.